Anyone who's had rice in a clay pot, they all know the best bits are the crispy bits on the bottom. That's what they've done here. But the whole thing is a crispy bit. Let's try it out. Welcome to Ho Chi Minh City. Today, it's all about the street food and our $100 street food challenge.
Vietnam is a land known for its delicious, affordable, one-of-a-kind street food. You can find this for under $1. You can find this for under $2. You can find this for under $4.
Our previous videos were about how affordable street food can be here, but today we're going super expensive, at least as expensive as we can find. I have done the $100 challenge in many countries, Japan, Korea, India, even in Disneyland in the USA, and every time I came up short. I failed, I got too full, too quick, or the food wasn't expensive enough.
I think we missed it by a lot.
Today, everything is gonna change because I am determined to eat $100 worth of street food any way I can. I'm hitting the streets of Saigon alone. Let's see if it can be done. Let's go. Welcome to the beginning of our $100 street food challenge here in Saigon. In order to spend this much money, we're gonna have to eat some super-sized food, and that's why we've come here to the place right behind me. Ban Bao To Fat, Ban Bao To Fat, Ban Bao To Fat.
This establishment has been around for 30 years, making the best steamed buns in the city. They sell up to 2,000 buns per day, and that's not including the thousands more that are shipped off to convenience stores around Ho Chi Minh City, made with an endless variety of fillings, including pork, quail eggs, or even salted eggs, always wrapped in a cushiony soft bun.
Here we have the king of all ban bao. It has 8 eggs inside, 7 quail eggs and 1 salted egg from a chicken? From a duck? Do you guys salt chicken eggs? No, that would be silly. Why would we salt the chicken egg? All right, I'm gonna sink my teeth into it now. Yeah. I was told this dish is all about the eggs, but there's so much meat. It's some kind of newfangled Vietnamese hamburger almost. The meat inside is so juicy and porky, and then the eggs, they're just like the cherry on top. It's so satisfying. Oh, and here, if I bust this open, you can see the salted egg. So every bite, a new surprise. Let's try it out. It's super dry. Oh, but it's so rich and flavorful. This is a very filling meal. Man, this whole big thing is only $2. It's a good deal, but that's a problem because I'm trying to spend $100. I don't know how we're gonna do it. Maybe I could eat 5 of these? I doubt it. Street food number 2. This time, the street is inside this restaurant. Is this street food? I don't know. Give us a break on the technicality. It's very near the street. You can hear the traffic, right? So right here, we have a freshwater prawn on sticky rice with a salted egg sauce. And this is a treat that you could eat with silverware, or you could just dive in with your hands after lathering them up with antibacterial solution.
The dish starts with a coconut sticky rice mount that's coated with a generous dose of salted egg sauce. And finally, topped with a prawn. It's the signature dish and pride of this restaurant, only found here.
Now, I always like sticky rice. It is like the most underrated rice. And then on top of it, this salted egg sauce. Let's try out this salted egg sauce. Nice, bro. There's something about the salted egg, you gotta be careful with it, man. Like when I had the salted egg in my ban bao, it was so concentrated that it just became like dry and chalky. But when you mix it with the right ingredients and make a nice sauce out of it, it can just be very like rich. Next, these are freshwater prawns, and this whole thing is just caked with that salted egg sauce. A couple notable features here. First of all, it has arms. What? Have you ever seen a shrimp with arms before? Second, it has very spiky arms. And there's actually meat inside of each one of these. That's not it. That's not it either. I'm gonna eat that arm later. There's so much meat in there. What we really want is in here, it's gonna be a massive tail. Pull it out just like that. Boom, that's a beauty. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna get some rice, get some more sauce. Let's try it out. Oh, that's super tasty. I'd like to order like 5 more shrimps to put on there. Wow, so good. And then in here, a place where a few Americans have gone before. You gotta like take the top off, and then look all that. That's all food, technically. This is the head butter. This is what everybody loves. It's so good. It's so rich and creamy. That's damn good. we are on one of the busiest streets in Saigon. And one of the busiest street vendors is right there. Can you guys see him in the camera frame? You see how we did that? Cool. This business is on every food delivery app. About every couple minutes, you'll see some delivery food guy pull up, throw about 15 of these on his bike and take off. And they've been here for 40 years. Two sisters created this recipe and they've been running this place, which is insanely popular now. Like they have built an empire off of papaya salad. You'll notice that no one's actually eating here. So what happens is over here, in the park, people order the food. There's somebody over there with a walkie-talkie. Here, they make it and they deliver it to the park. So, what is the food that everyone's going crazy for? Well, it's right here, a papaya salad.
The first ingredient and the core of this dish is shredded young papaya, then beef jerky made from cow lungs, shrimp crackers, peanuts, and Vietnamese coriander. However, this dish wouldn't be complete without their own homemade sauce made with secret ingredients that, if revealed, could get me killed.
You get a little bit of everything in here. A little cracker, a little bit of jerky, a little bit of papaya. Wow, that's a bite worth getting a close-up on. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm gonna try it out. That's awesome. Such a mix of fresh flavors. It's sweet, spicy, and savory. There's almost nothing better than getting a papaya salad in Vietnam. Like the name of it seems like, first of all, salad. That doesn't sound good. Papaya, what is that, a plant? But it's more than that. I mean, when you look at the elements here, it is a celebration of textures. You've got crunchy crackers, chewy beef jerky, and crunchy nuts. Did I say crunchy twice? But it's different types of crunchy. Mix that all with the fresh papaya. So damn good. Love it.
Our next location, a street-side restaurant called Soup Cua Chi Bui. They opened 2 years ago, and I heard they have something really fancy.
The $100 street food challenge continues, and I was getting a little bit worried we're getting behind because I'm getting full, and I don't think we've even spent $10 yet. But here, they have a fabulous, luxurious crab claw dish nearing $20, and I got 2 of them just to be safe, to make sure I'm extra full and that we actually hit our goal of $100. Allow me to unveil for you guys now.
A crab soup. But wait, there's much more to it than what you see at first glance. They add in a giant crab claw, century egg, and coriander, all swimming in a viscous cornstarch thickened gravy.
This soup always reminds me of the egg drop soup I had growing up as a young Chinese boy. What? I'm gonna get just a bunch of this viscous, almost snot-like broth. I'm gonna try that out. Oh, that's delicious. Wow, it's got a bit of spice to it. It's super savory, very satisfying, warm as it just kind of slowly glides down your throat hole. Let's try this 1,000-year-old egg. An egg that you'll find all over many parts of Southeast Asia and China. That's so delicious. No super intense taste, just like super eggy. Enough of that, now it's time for the main event. All right, giant crab claw, let's go for it. Oh. They took many pieces of crab meat from different crabs and fused it all together to make a new crab claw. I've never seen anything like that. Very unique, a little strange, and very delicious. All right, now the show must go on. We're about halfway to our goal of $100. We got to keep going. Let's go. Our next food, it seems simple, but it packs a flavor punch. Overcooked rice. And honestly, anyone who's had rice in a clay pot, they all know the best bits are the kind of crispy bits on the bottom. That's what they've done here. But the whole thing is a crispy bit.
Kong Che Kao Wit. It consists of 2 parts. The crispy shell, made by spreading rice over a fiery hot pan. And the dip, made of a concentrated fish sauce, dried pork fat, dried shrimpies, scallions, and stir-fried minced pork.
The move here, mix it up, and that's gonna be almost like the jam to my bread. So I'm gonna bust off a piece of this, put on a little bit of jam and honey. Oh, this is gonna be good. Let's try it out. Oh, that's a winner. Super good. I probably put too much on there. It's very salty. But the best part is the texture. It's so thin, and the one side is just golden brown crispy. I can munch on that all day. That's it. It's not a super dynamic food. If you love crunch, you'll love this. 10 by 10. Welcome to our next food. It's totally the same day. It's not the next day. I'm so full, right? Good. So here, this is a great story. She has a snail cart, but no one's really eating here. People actually drive up, they get their snails and they get them to go. Actually, someone just ordered snails through a delivery app. Unless the delivery guy's just hungry, that could be too. Also, with this place, it's a heartwarming story. A long time ago, she used to be a mobile vendor, but she's been able to kind of settle down here in one place in this small market because a YouTuber came here, did a little feature on her snails, and now she's very busy, lots of traffic, people ordering online, and us here right now. She has a few different types of snails available, and I went with the biggest one she had because they look delicious and plump. Ooh, plump snails.
She steams them at home with only a touch of lemongrass. Then she brings them here, selling them with a homemade chili sauce.
All right, let's try it out. This is so delicious. This is kind of what makes it right here. I think everyone's coming here for her famous sauce. It's just a little spicy, so you feel a little heat, kind of warms you up, and then very sweet and a bit sour. It's delicious. If you've never had a snail before, you have to give it a try. I always say the snail, oh, thank you. This is a different brand of snail she's given me. When there's that much sauce, I can't really tell a difference. They're all just kind of delightfully chewy, but at different sizes. So it's like, do you want something small and chewy or big and chewy? I like big and chewy. But if you're afraid of trying kind of adventurous wild food, a snail is a great place to start. It's pretty doable. And in Vietnam, it's gonna taste great. They're delicious. All right, did we do it? We did a good job? Xin chào. Here we are. Welcome to my sausage party. Behind me, such a wonderful array of sausages. And the queen of sausages, she's back there whipping up some more sausage concoctions for all the people coming through. Oh, you shouldn't say sausage and concoction too close to each other.
Miss Nguyen has been whipping up these sausages for over 30 years. Recently, a local food blogger discovered her, reviewed her food, and blew up her spot. Now she can't stop people from snatching her plump sausages. Her staple dish, nem chua jae, made of fermented pork ears and skin, garlic, chilies, steamed pork sausage, raw pork sausage, Vietnamese coriander, kumquat, and a pinch of salt. It gets all mixed up and served with banh mi bread or shrimp chips.
I'm gonna try just some of this chalua. Chalua is very yummy. It's very dense. It's like the perfect sandwich deli meat. Just savory meat. I'm running out of words, guys. Can we look up synonyms for savory? Salty, spicy, piquant, acceptable. And those are all words that I think suit this food quite well. It's very piquant and acceptable. Here, this is kind of like a cured pork. I believe it cooks through the acid that's in there. Maybe from the salt, maybe from some lime. Science. Oh, I love that. And it has this delightful kind of tang to it. No part of this pig was wasted. Look at that. That's a bunch of skin. The skin is very bouncy, I like that. And then get a little cracker, put some meat on there, some herbs, and we can take that down too. It's so good, but so intense. And there's such a heavy amount of salt in there. It's almost like starting to cook your own tongue. Eventually, if you eat enough of this, your tongue's gonna look like this. Ooh, it's a lot of sausage. I might have to take some of this home. Guys, we came to the giant meatball place. Do you have a giant meatball place in your town? I fucking doubt it. On a more serious note, have you ever seen a meatball this big? It's incredible.
Inspired by Indonesia's giant meatballs and the movie Inception, this creation is a dream come true for ball lovers like me. Inside the giant meatball, you'll find a grocery list of items: corn, carrots, seafood, and smaller balls within the big ball. All that is topped with purple cabbage, fried onions, dried cabbage, and spring onions. Finally, our meaty majesty is bathed in a meatball broth.
I think you're supposed to share this with friends or family, loved ones, someone you met off Craigslist. That would be acceptable too. I did put up a Tinder ad that said looking for someone to eat balls with, but nobody got back to me. What is this one? Probably a fish cake, I bet. It's seafood tofu, I bet. Very nice. Here, I'm told this one is a cheese ball. Let's try that out. Oh, it tastes cheesy. I think the outer layer is a fish ball and then some kind of processed cheese on the inside. It's so like processed, but I still love it. And then of course, there's like the main meat wrapping here, kind of split apart, making a giant meat flower. One of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And honestly, for Valentine's Day, this is what people want right here, a meat flower. Roses, right? I want a meat flower. That's a good meatball. It's like real dense. It's got some nice chew to it, soft, like just very comforting. Dude, what? This meatball is giving birth to other smaller meatballs. This is also a meatball from inside the meatball. You never know what to expect in here. I feel like I'm gonna pull up an entire Big Mac burger or a fish. And then there's like little vegetables in here. Let me try this vegetables. Remarkable. All this was in the ball. I kind of wish life was more like that. Like, I wish every food came in a ball of meat. Oh, you want a piece of cake? It's inside the ball of meat. Ranch sauce, ball of meat. You want a ball of meat? We put it in a bigger ball of meat. Man, what a day. We've had 8 different foods at 8 different price points. Oh wait, that's a different kind of video. Today was wild. We had 8 different foods. I'm super full right now, but our main goal wasn't just to eat a lot of food, but to see if I could really spend $100. And right now we have our final food calculator on screen, and the final number appears right now. Ah, man, we didn't get it again. I have an idea. We can still do this. It's not too late. Give me a second.
I'll wait to see your golden smile.
Every time I've set out to complete a $100 street food challenge, I've failed. In Korea, India, Japan, even in Disneyland, where I missed it by less than $1.
$99.70?
But today, I'm determined to be victorious and do a good deed at the same time by using the remaining money and buying as many sausages as it'll get me.
Come on. Woo!
In Ho Chi Minh City, a city of 8 million, there is no shortage of diverse, affordable, delicious street food. And even when you're trying your hardest to spend your cash, you'll almost certainly have some left over for sausages.
Hey guys, how's it going with that quarantine? More like borantine, am I right? If you're anything like me, you're probably stuffing yourself twice a day. Listen, we're gonna get through this. I'm not talking about the apocalypse, I don't know anything about that. I'm talking about this constant stomach stretching that we keep doing, but if we move forward, if we persevere, at the end of the day, we can call ourselves food coma survivors. Buy the shirt. And we're donating 25% of the profits from this campaign to Feed America's COVID-19 Response Fund. They are assisting food banks and helping people across America who are in need. So, it's a cool shirt, it's a great cause. Thank you guys for the support.
From researching and shooting to editing and mastering, our 10-person best ever food review show team works hard to roll out the highest quality travel food entertainment twice a week. If you like what we do here, please consider supporting our Patreon. Patreon allows fans of the show to contribute a monthly sum and receive a load of extras like early video releases, private Q&As, and beyond.
To learn more about our Patreon, check out the link in the description box down below. And if you can't give or don't even feel like it, that's okay too. We're just happy you're here. Guys, that is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace.